ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines, welcome back to Nerdingham. I am, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today, I want to make a new industrial zone, and I want to sort of fill a lot of this space up with it. I want a big industrial zone because we have a lot of industrial demand, and we kind of have a reasonable ratio of zoning around here. We have a fair bit of industry, we have a lot of commercial and a lot of residential, but I kind of want to deal with this industrial demand that keeps popping up, and I want to make a zone for it. The only thing is I'm not entirely convinced how to do it without just chucking another junction onto, well, right about here, so I don't know, we're gonna have to work out a good way to do this. But before we get to that, I just want to, I think I'll finish off this space down here so we can get more residential, more commercial in here and just make it into a nice little area. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do it. I kind of want to put a tunnel under here in one way or other to link up these two areas, but well, it could be done if I didn't have this second road here, but I kind of like the second road, so we'll kind of, I guess we'll figure that out later. Also, someone mentioned in the comments in the previous episode that I should use gravel roads in these areas to make it look more like a sort of cobbled road. I would do that, but the issue is, and I can show you best I'll just show you over here. The issue is, you can see the section there that's actually road. Those bits in the side don't change. Although that doesn't look so bad, actually. Oh no, that bit doesn't look great. I mean, it looks good here, but it kind of looks more like dirt from above, honestly. It doesn't look so much like a paved road. Actually, that bit just doesn't look good at all. That's kind of annoying, actually. I was hoping that would fix itself. But, yeah, I use the paved ones because it goes right to the edge of the street and looks kind of interesting. I would use gravel, but it looks like dirt from above from some angles, and I'm not a big fan of having stuff that looks like dirt. So I'm just going to stick with the paved ones. Plus, they look better for a city centre. This whole area is likely to change at some point to be more of an actual city centre, so I don't think we need it. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't think we need the good old gravel. Tell you what we'll do, though. I'll tell you what we'll do. That's apparently become a thing I say quite often. Gonna de-zone this area. Gonna get rid of all of the low density commercial, because I want to go ahead and put in some high density commercial in here just to make this area look a little bit better. Hopefully I can do this, though. Hopefully they don't start complaining about not having educated workers, because that'll get very annoying very quickly. There we go. De-zone all of you. Can you go? Can you de-zone? No, stop. Oh my, really? Stop doing that. Just go away. Just stop it. There you go. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Same with you guys. Get out of here. And get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You all get out of there as well. Oh, and you. Alright, so now I just want to go ahead and put this in here. Get out of there. There we go. A little bit high density just there and along there and along there. Yeah, that'll look better. Those buildings will be nice and tall, and they'll sort of match the surrounding areas. This industrial demand really is picking up, though. I think we'll get to this. Let's get to this. I said I'd do it. Let's do it. So let's try and figure out a way to make this look good, though. I guess a road sort of going like that. No, not like that. To say there, like that. So it sort of goes along the highway. I guess that could work. Yeah, something like that, and then straight up. That's not a 90 degree. That's 90 degrees, and then have this just sort of come down and curve a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. That fills in that space. Gotta fill in this space, though. Want these roads to go right to the edge of the highway. I know people don't necessarily want to live by a highway, but I want to fill in the space, so it's kind of important that they live by the highway, whether they like it or not. So go to there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I'll leave that as a gap. So that's... yeah, that's a reasonable road. I think that should maybe be one way, though. I feel... yeah, I want that to be a one-way road up. I don't want people going down that road. So flip that to go that way. Okay, and then we'll turn traffic lights off, and we'll leave traffic lights on there. Yeah, that should be alright. I'm not a big fan of this junction being there, though, so... what I may actually do is change that up. And we'll bring a road, just a straight road, down here, to there and then up. That can be two-way. Yeah, no, that can be two-way, that's fine. And then I want a one-way road that goes, say, oh, can I make this work? Can I get a 90-degree angle on this? Close enough. 89.8, that's fine. Okay, that'll do the job, I suppose. This isn't really going to be a downtown-looking area. This area is going to have just regular roads because it's going to be an absolute mess to deal with. Although I do like this green space. I do quite like that. And then I think I'll just turn off snapping and fill in this space a little bit. I don't want this to be too dense. I do want some green space in here, so that's fine. And then this... I'm not sure what to do with this one. I guess this sort of works. I'm not a fan of this. This might change eventually. Maybe I'll put a big park in there or something, but it'll do for now. I guess I can put some shops in there and just sort of turn this into a bit of a mixed area, I suppose. A mix of residential and commercial. That's something with this city that I want to be a bit of a focus. I want to mix my districts a little bit more because it just means people will be more inclined to work there, and it means that it should balance out a little bit easier. It does mean that my industrial zones are going to need to be slightly more spread out through the city as opposed to in one area, but at the minute, since we're working with such a small space, I think we're okay to sort of just have an industrial zone just in a big area. I think we'll be okay with that. I might want to put another one down here because I will probably expand this suburb to fill up this space, but we'll do that in a little bit. I guess the majority of the city is probably going to be up this way then, and then suburbs over the river. That could be an interesting idea. Or suburbs kind of in this space and the city can go along the river. I kind of like that idea as well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think this seems like a reasonable spread of zoning, if I'm honest. I kind of want to do some zoning along here as well, just to fill up that road. In fact, I'll just do it the whole way around to fill up all of this space. Well, not all of it, but just fill up those gaps at the sides. We'll fill up that as well. We'll fill up this as well. And that should be okay. Get some shops in at the ends there as well. We'll get one in there as well. Why not? There we go. Alright, so that should fill out that space kind of nicely. I guess what I could... we need to figure out something to do with this. This road needs to go somewhere. So what if I was to continue this road straight on? Give me snapping, please. There we go. So continue that straight on. Then give me 10 units and curve upwards. Like, well, maybe not straight up like that. Go to there. Then give me a straight road to there. Then, you see, I need to be careful with this because I don't necessarily want to create a big junction here. I mean, here might be a... no, there's not really a better place either. I don't want to make a big junction there. I don't want to make this too complicated. So what I think I'll do is go for... no, I'll not connect that at all, actually. I'll just not connect it at all because that's just going to cause all sorts of problems. I don't want traffic using... I'm trying to avoid through roads, basically, is what I'm doing. I'm trying to avoid, you know, the whole thing with traffic. You know, maybe they wouldn't go this way. Maybe they'd be more inclined to go that way and then across if I put a road there. So, trying to avoid that. So, there we go. We've got a main road. This city is going to be so blocky looking, though. It's going to be very obvious when I expand it. Can I afford this? That's 7,000. That's... let me get that. Let me get that. And can I get this? And then I guess those will be really expensive, won't they? No, we're expanding that way. We don't need to get those ones in a minute. So let me fix this. I don't want it to look too much like it's a city block. Basically, I don't want it to look very... I don't want it to be obvious that this is where the city boundary was. I don't need to worry about city boundaries. We can go to 25 tiles, no problem. So I don't know why I'm concerning myself with city boundaries whatsoever. So go to there. Then go to there. I just want this to be a nice road that comes along the front of the river. Like that, and like that. Okay, so that's an interesting road. That is certainly an interesting road. And then I guess this could actually come down to it. Now, if we turn on snapping, we can get a nice 90-degree road like that. I guess that's interesting. Okay. That could be another kind of city center place if I really wanted it to be. And could that go to there? I guess technically it probably could. I don't know that that's a good idea, though. I mean, this is starting to look like a good idea. That's kind of annoying, having a road going through there. No, we'll avoid it. We'll avoid doing that. That seems kind of dumb. Seems kind of dumb. Let me do a 90-degree road here. It's not going to be staying, don't worry. I want a 90-degree road. Well, actually, no, that one can stay, because what I'll do is make another pedestrian zone. And this one can actually be a pedestrian zone. Oh, that isn't long enough. Okay. Make it a little longer, or a lot longer. Up to there. Nope. Up. Oh, is it really going to make me have the gap? Seriously? Fine. That's not enough, or that's too much, rather. Go to there. That's not long enough. Go to there. And to there. I guess we have to have the gap. Okay, so how many units long is that? It's like 25? Oh, how long is it? There. 27. So 27 there, and then 2 blocks down. And then straight across. Then get rid of that. In fact, maybe we should continue that... No, let's not continue that through. That'll look kind of silly. Okay, and then give me straight down by... Maybe just straight down. Yeah, we'll do that. Then this one can go straight down as well. Then... This can go... Say, a block there on either side. Then another block down and to there. Okay. And that could technically go over there, but I don't want that to happen. So that's interesting. I want to get rid of this because I don't want... it is grid-based, but it doesn't need to be perfectly symmetrical. Okay, okay. Then this is a big space that's kind of empty, so maybe that should just be another road of some description. Let's see. I guess coming off of there could work. I don't want to come off the roundabout. I don't really want to come off of up there. So this can go block that way and up. Then give me a straight road. Turn off snapping and sort of just do that. It's a bit weird. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it'll fill the space out. Yeah, I guess that works. I guess I could connect that with a pedestrian road as well, couldn't I? Technically. Is that going to look silly, though? Quite a bit, yes. Can I get a 90-degree angle off of here? 90-degree... No, I cannot. I can probably get one off of here, though. I mean, I guess that works. I guess that could go away. Oh, you know what I'm not doing? I'm not using pedestrian paths at all. That's something that could totally connect this up. So give me a pedestrian path from there to there. That looks horrible. Maybe not that then. Okay. Give me one from there to... No. No way. From there to there. Yeah, that looks alright. That looks alright. And there to there. Looks kind of silly. Okay, we'll just not bother with that. No, that looks alright. That fills out the space. It leaves this area kind of empty. I could put a nice park in there. Same with up here, actually. Let me look at the parks and see if I can get a nice big park in there. Because I do have some fairly big parks. I just need to see... I really need to get rid of all these parks that don't have icons. It's incredibly annoying. Jumbo jet, maybe not. Private jet, maybe not. Civ helicopter, maybe not. 4x2 park, maybe not. I need a nice big one. 5x2 space filler. 12x8 spiral. Maybe not. I could get it in there, though. That would look so good. Can I get two? Oh. Totally doing it. We're totally having a couple of spiral parks in there, and then one of these through the middle. Maybe not that. Maybe we'll go gravel. No, I like seeing that there is a divide between the two parks there, actually. That looks alright. Upgrade roads? Nah, I'm good. Okay, that works. That looks kinda boring, honestly. Kinda boring, but it'll do the job. It'll be a nice area of green space. I need it. There is a big park, a big default park. I think it's the large, no, it's not the large playground, it's this one. Which also won't fit in there. Will it fit down here? Oh yeah, it will. Do I want it there, though? I guess I kinda do. Or could I get it? Oh, that's almost perfect. I guess I could get it there. But again, I don't think I want it there. I think we're alright. I think in terms of parks, we're kind of okay here. I mean, I definitely need something through the middle, though. That's kind of a problem. I definitely... Maybe I'll put a road through the middle. And then put parks in the road, like all along that road. Maybe a gravel road through the middle. Let's see what that looks like. Kinda strange, but it... What if I was to line it with... Yeah, no, I can't really do that either. I kind of wanted to line a gravel road with paths, but then the paths won't really work with parks there, so... Yeah, that might not work. I don't know what way I'm going to do this area, because it's going to be zoned like that. There's going to be all that empty space in the middle, and I want to put parks along there. It's just making that work is the issue, because I don't have that many. I need parks that are 4 by whatever long. You know, 4 by 8 is good, but they go sideways. If I could get that plaza, or, you know, 7 by 4 space fillers, for example, or just a park in general that's a good size. I guess a couple of those at either end would be a start. I mean, they're obviously very symmetrical, but that's alright. I think those are supposed to be tiled anyway. Because of the way because of how the bushes go, it kind of looks like you're supposed to tile them. Should we do that, or is that just lazy? Like, a load of the same park along here could look really lazy. So maybe I'll not. Let me see. What if I was to do that, and then we bring a path to here, and then a path to here, and then a path to that? No, you see, that doesn't link up. That's the problem. I was hoping it would link up. I think I've tried that before. But that just doesn't link up at all. It just kind of looks silly. Although I do like the idea of having pathways through that middle bit, so I will do that. That looks kind of interesting. If only I could make this work. If only I could make it work. It would look so good. It really would. What if I change that to a regular pedestrian road? Will they link up then? No. In fact, they look worse. What about this then? Yeah, they still look pretty bad. Okay, well that's all sorts of disappointing. I mean, the thing is, if this was an odd number, I could totally make it work. I guess there are other ways I could do it, though. Well, I was hoping the gravel and paved design would work here, but it doesn't. It actually looks really bad, so... Gonna have to get rid of that as well. I think I'm just gonna do some roads, honestly. I think I'll just do a road through and zone on it. I'll put some offices on it to look a little bit different, but... And I really wanted parks through there. I wanted something that looked a bit different and looked, you know, nice and green and brought some wealth to the area, but I can't really do it and make it look good, and I need to make some custom parks of my own, I think. That's kind of it, really. I need to make custom parks that are mine and that fit my needs, but for the meantime, that'll do. That'll look alright. That'll be an interesting area. What we'll do as well is just more commercial around here. And then down this side as well. Okay, down to there. And then down this side as well, we'll have some commercial zoning. I'm not sure if I want residential in here or not. I don't know that that's something I necessarily need. I think I want more offices though, so we'll do that. We'll put some offices into this space. That'll actually get rid of some of our industrial demand as well, which will be kind of interesting. Now this area, I mean, it could be residential. I think what I want to do is bring... That's not even. It's going to have to go across the middle if I want it to be even. That's kind of all sorts of annoying. And I guess technically I could do this and do this. But that's kind of strange. Yeah, that seems a little silly, honestly. That doesn't seem... Oh, parks could go in there. Yeah, no, I guess that'll work. Put some residential in here. And then we'll put some parks in that middle bit. Oh, wait, no, that's 5 by whatever it is. I need some weirdly... Need some weirdly sized parks, then. I guess that works. I've put more roads in here. I had to. I put some space fillers in, but we have a nice looking plaza area now. I guess that'll do the job. So that area is more or less done. I want more commercial along here, just to block in that residential, I suppose. Maybe, yeah, just more commercial. I don't really want to... I don't really want too much residential in this area. This is more of a commercial hub. We can put residential around it, though. That's something I'm completely fine with doing. Just completely filling up this area. I don't want it too close to the roundabout. Just completely filling up this area with residential is fine by me. And then I guess down on the road as well is going to be residential. I guess people can live along the waterfront. I don't see why that's such a problem. I might put some commercial in there. In fact, I'll tell you what, I need to stop saying that. I'll put some there, and I'll put some there, and I'll put some there, and then this can be commercial as well, or residential as well. Yeah, that looks alright. I might tear a chunk of... I'll tear that chunk of residential out completely. I think. I kind of want that to be commercial. And that to be commercial. Okay, that seems okay. This should probably all be residential. Just down this road, because that's just a... It's just there to fill in the space, really, but it could do the job. And I guess here as well, just along that main road. Yeah, that'll fill in space. That'll look good, hopefully. Let me make sure they've got water, which they currently don't. So take that up the road a little bit, take that to there, and then we go up, across, and down, and electricity should make its way across if this goes to plan. But we've done a lot of zoning and development whilst not having much demand in any way. We also need to fill in these areas up by the highway. I kind of want to get stuff right on that highway, which is going to be challenging to do, to say the least. I guess, hold on a minute. What if I took a straight road up to there, maybe not that far, straight road up to there, it's still a little far. I really should pay attention to how far up I'm going. That's perfect, okay. Then we'll go to just about, let's go 6 blocks, and then 5 units, and then we go down, and then we go to there, and then we go up, like that. Can I make that match up with the other bit of highway, though? I kind of can. Okay. Then have it go to there. Then turn off snapping and have it go to there. Have it go to there, and then curve it down to there, maybe? I mean, it could technically connect to that industrial zone, but that's a really bad idea. So turn on snapping and have it go like that. Yeah, that seems interesting. It's kind of pointless as a one-way road. That's kind of dumb. If anything, it should go the other way. Maybe just make it a two-way road. I'm not entirely sure where in my brain a one-way road seemed like a great idea there, but let's just upgrade that to two-way, because it's kind of silly not to. Can I upgrade you to two-way? There we go. Alright, upgrade you to two-way. And all of this to a two-way road. There we go. Traffic lights are probably going to be necessary there, but I will turn them off for the meantime. I'm not entirely convinced by that connection, actually. I'm going to bring that back a little bit and connect it through here. Just because I don't want too much traffic having to turn off of that, that bridge. So let's get rid of that. And what do we want to put up there, though? That's the question. And we still have empty space in here, but I guess a bit more residential there. And then I'll put some offices alongside the highway, just because I don't want people necessarily living there. And we'll put offices in here as well, just because it kind of matches what we have. And then I guess residential. No, you know what? We'll bring residential up the side, and then we'll sort of just fill this in with offices again. Yeah, let's just do offices. That works. Alright, that'll fill in the space. Let's see this develop then. Let's just fill that out to there, and across to there, down to there, and let's watch this develop. Oh, it's actually filling out pretty quickly too, which is nice. Of course, that's the offices filling out. These offices are filling out too. Not a lot of commercial demand, but that's okay. There is some commercial development, which is nice to see. Gonna need to work out a way to power you guys. I really wish you could do underground power lines. That would be so great. It really would. Are you guys developing? You are a little bit. You guys just aren't. You're not going to develop for a while. You're really not. And I mean, I understand why there isn't much demand, and I haven't gotten around to doing the industrial zone yet. That's something I need to plan out. Though I don't quite have the money for it. How can I power these guys? I don't want to run a power line through the, I don't want to run a line through the area, because it de-zones chunks of it. And that's kind of annoying. There isn't actually, yeah, there's no residential developing either. I guess that's to be expected. This area's going to look so good. You're on fire. That's a problem. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I didn't set up speed limits, and I didn't restrict civilians from driving in here. That's something I may want to do. Then again, it might be kind of silly to restrict civilians from driving in here, since it is, that there are places for them to live. I don't know. Do I want to restrict them, or do I not? I guess I'll not restrict them. If it gets a little bit silly, I will. Maybe even on just some of the roads. Maybe just specifically the roads that have nothing but commercial on them. I'm gonna need to find a way to distinguish those areas, honestly. Absolutely gonna need to find a way to do that. But we'll work that out. Well, I decided to run some power lines into the area just because we really needed them. And it also seems most people are actually using this road to get into there, which I'm not entirely happy about, so I may need to change that up because no one seems to be going the other way. Yeah, they're using that road as a way in. I kind of don't like that. Kind of not a fan of that, so I'm going to turn that into a one-way road that comes out of that area, just so they can't use that as a way in. So that'll hopefully fix things a little bit. It's going to force them down that way onto that road, which is what I want. Yeah, there are fire trucks at that. That's really unfortunate. You just got your building and it's on fire. That's just unlucky. That is just unlucky. Now here's the question. How are we going to do a new industrial zone? Because I haven't really got a clue, honestly. I'm kind of looking at this and thinking there's two junctions right here already. I don't really want to deal with a third one here. Especially since that'll get rid of some buildings. So what I'm thinking is I might put a junction in up here and run a big chunk of highway down this way into the industrial zone. Because that could be useful. I mean, we have one that comes in here already. And we have one, you know, going down this way. And I do need to expand this suburb as well at some point, but... Oh, you guys haven't got any electricity. That's not good. How can I fix this? I guess I'll just bridge the gap like so. Alright, that'll sort you guys out for a bit. Yeah, there you go. Alright, how's electricity going? Water availability is actually quite low, which is not good. So let's go ahead and get another pumping station. Just... Where is our sewage? That's our sewage outflow, which we're going to need to change. Water pumping is just down here. Is that connected? Yeah, it is. That's alright. So one more of those was all we needed, which is fantastic. Why are you guys abandoned? What's up? You've got a couple of reasons. No customers? Oh, no customers. I mean, people can technically drive there, so I don't quite know what the problem is. You're just an awful shop. That's your problem. You're just not very good. That's pretty much it. Let's have a look at some junctions then. Can I put this one there? No, I cannot because slope is too steep, of course. Can I get this one there? Yeah, I could probably get that one again. I don't like it though. It's way too big. Don't want a roundabout. Can't get that. Maybe get that. I guess we're going to have to do it this way. I guess this is what we're doing. We're using this. As much as I would love to use this one. I really would. Just annoys me so much that I can't. It really does. Right, let's get rid of a chunk of highway then. This is going to be super expensive. Hopefully I've got enough money. It's weird having to worry about money in this after not having to do it for so long. But eventually we'll get to a point with this city where we won't have to worry about money either. Okay, so can this go in? It cannot. Can this go in? It cannot. Can this? Yes, it can. Of course it can. This is pretty much it's entirely capable of going there. 31,000, bit expensive, but we need it. So let's link all of this up again. And do that. Looking good. And then bring that down to there. Bring that over to there. Alright. I guess that works. We'll just bring the highway right across, and it could be another highway that sort of comes through, like this one. We'll bridge over it or go under it. In fact, I'm kind of feeling like this should be a tunnel. Kind of feeling like that should be a tunnel. That one can be a bridge. That... No, you know what? I like that it bridges over. I like the bridges. We'll tunnel under this one, but I like that we have that one bridging. Okay, so let's just do straight highway for... How long? That's really expensive. 16,000. Super expensive. 250 units. Let me get 250 units. 250 units. That's actually cheaper to do 252. Alright, 250 units down to there. And then this one's going to have to go backwards later. But 250 units that way as well, and then we'll flip it around. So flip this one to go to... Oh no, fix that, there we go. Alright, so that's going to go into an industrial zone, and it'll probably also support any things we build off from the sides. That'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty good. Although I really need to, I should probably get a roundabout at the end of it. Or do this and just turn it into, yeah, I would love to do that, but this just doesn't want to go anywhere. Okay. Where's my custom roundabout? There's my custom roundabout. It's huge, but might be a good idea. Yeah, let's put that in there. And what I'll do to try and not make this turn into an egg is I'm actually going to have this come back a bit. And I'm going to have it go straight for 10 units and then 90 degrees that way for 20 units. Then 5 units, 5 units, then 4 units to there. Okay, now can I do that backwards, is the question. So what was it? Straight for 10 units. And then it was 20, if I remember correctly. Close enough. And then it was like 5 and 5. And then 4 to there. That's perfect. That's great. Okay. So what do they go left and they go on that way. That roundabout needs to be flipped around. We'll do that in a minute. Okay, we can actually zone some stuff in there as well, which will be interesting. So the roundabout needs to go that way. It goes to the left. Alright, and then those two bits can support the rest of the industrial zone. I know this looks weird, by the way. I know it looks weird, but I can probably put some stuff in there like... I could probably put an industrial train station in there, a cargo train station, and have it sort of support the area, which is kind of what I want. So that'll be... It's weird, but it'll be functional, is my thinking. Let me also just upgrade that. Let me bring it back to there. Bring that back to there. If I bring that back one more, there we go. Yeah, that'll actually work kind of well. These are going to change at some point. In fact, what I kind of want to do is see if I can take a road like this and kind of get it parallel to that. That's pretty much spot on there. Yeah, that's pretty good. So if I now go ahead and get a 2-lane one-way road and flip it to go that way, and then go straight off of there, have you go straight off of there as well, and then flip you to go in. Okay, that should be... Yeah, that could be kind of interesting, actually. That could work. And it seems unnecessary now that I look at it. But I like the design. This is really unnecessary. This could have just went straight that way, and that one could have just went straight that way. But I might take some other stuff off of this, like the cargo station might end up coming off of the roundabout. Plus, it's just interesting to look at, okay? It's just interesting to look at. Let's not get too judgmental. Go a block that way, and that one's kind of lined up pretty well already. A block that way. I guess it's not going to be perfectly symmetrical, which is really going to annoy me, actually. But whatever. I guess I'm going to have to put up with it. Give me a straight road down here for 3 blocks. Then a straight road down here for 3 blocks. Then can I get a... I need a nice... I don't want to go 90 on this. No, maybe another block. And another block. And then a block and down. And then a... Oh, they don't match up. That's kind of annoying, actually. That's really annoying. Okay. Then give me 2 blocks on... No, I only need to go a block underneath, I think. Yeah, block underneath, and then up after a block. And then across for a block, and then down, and then there, and then you're going to need to find a way to match up there. That's infuriating. That's making me all sorts of angry. This is making me unhappy. There, and then up. Okay, you need to go a little further that way then. Okay, so you go for another block there, and you go up to there, and go... close enough. Not close enough. That's annoying me. Okay, let me go down, and let me go and try and match this up. So you want to go like that? No, that's not even. That'll do though. That'll be fine. Where are the train lines? Over there? So I need to buy a new plot of land for that. How much is a train line? How much is a cargo train line? Cargo train terminal, I can't actually afford, but oh, it fits almost perfectly. We need to go one to that side. Okay. We need to make this work. Let me go to roads. Let me go down. Let me demolish you. Let me go one less than a block. Then that and that. Now, I don't think it's going to fit perfectly anymore, is it? It doesn't, but it will fit central, and that's what's important. Now, the question is, how am I going to get train lines off of that? So maybe it should go on this side. I suppose left-hand traffic as well. It'll probably... Yeah, that should probably be a one-way road through there now that I look at it. That should probably be a one-way road. We can upgrade that later. Let's do that. Okay, so now we're very broke, which isn't good. Also, how's this area going? Very slowly. We're very broke, which is very bad. But this could work. This seems really dumb so far. I'm really not sure about this idea at all. I want it to work, though. I want my idea to work. So, let's have you go that way. Let's have you go that way. Let's have you go that way. You go straight across. And down. And then that and that. So that comes out. Right. So that's a one-way road going that way. I guess I should probably have a road come off of, say here. And then go there. By about a block. So I can just make it, you know, use the space that we have. And there by a block. And then turn this into a one-way road as well. Okay. And turn this into a one-way road. Alright, so that'll be interesting, is what that'll be. I'll zone some stuff over here so we can just get some traffic flowing and start dealing with this demand that we have. So I'll zone some industry just along there, just down there, maybe not there. Zone some just all in here as well, I suppose. Zone some all along there, and there. Gonna need to make those roads coming off the roundabout a little bit faster. That's something I need to remember. There and there. Okay, so they'll probably start building there once I unpause this, but I need to work out a way to get power and water across and do it cheap. How much is this? It's quite cheap per cell, so can I do all of this and get water to the whole area without spending too much money? Sort of. Can I connect it to the rest of the city? Do I have the money to do that? Yes, I do. Do I have the money to get power lines to the rest of the city? I do. Okay, let's make it so. Develop, there you go. Alright. This is such a waste of space. This really is. This is such a waste of space. I immediately regret this design. But it may work out. I kind of know what I want to do with this. I mean, honestly, what I might even do is... Can I... Hold on. Let me try something. I've kind of had an idea. Something that makes a lot more sense as well. So let me get rid of all of this. And then... Give me highway roads. And let me upgrade this to a highway road. Okay, maybe that should probably be a 2-lane highway road, but I can't really do that right now. Now the issue is that this is left-hand drive, so it needs to be flipped. So flip it that way. And what I want to do is have this go off of there, then to there, then to there. This is so ridiculous. Then to there. So they can come off the highway, and then they can go back onto the highway down here. Like this. Please. Please connect. Please connect. Turn off snapping, please. So you go to there, and then... No, not like that. Awful turn there anyway. Can I just make it connect somewhere here, then? I guess I'll get it right here. I'll make it work. I will make it so. Go to there. I guess that works. So they can come in, and then they're going to have to go across, aren't they? They're going to have somewhere that they can turn. So they can go back into the district if they're not making a... I guess that works, doesn't it? It looks really bad, but it might work. I want to make this look better. So I want this to kind of be about the same on both sides. So I want it to come off of there, and then go to there. That's a bit better. I guess that works, and then I can put some stuff in that middle section. You guys need to go away, though. You don't have electricity anymore. That's a good point. That's a very, very good point. So that can go to there, then that can go to there. Alright, so you guys have electricity. Is anyone going to use this now? That's the question. Because it is a long way that they'd have to go. Let's come off of there and go around. Please use it. Well, actually, that has gone... Oh, what's up with you? What's the problem here? Not enough customers? Make sure there's enough residential in the city. There is enough residential. There might not be enough people, but there's enough residential. Are these working yet? Any vehicles? Yeah, there's a vehicle going to it. Alright. I guess they're using it. It's just a long old drive down there. But they are using it. Which is what I want to see. And that guy will go that way. Probably turn off traffic lights there. Absolutely don't need them. This looks so ridiculous. This looks so bad. This works. Like, this works, and I like that this works, because it means that, realistically speaking, they can, No, this is awful. This needs a complete redesign. Okay! So, some considerable time later, we have this. And while I know this doesn't necessarily look like much, I'm much happier with this design. I haven't got any room for a cargo station, and I'm kind of okay with that, because I kind of don't want one. Not at the minute. When I think about it, I don't really need a cargo station at the minute anyway, so I really would just be spending money for the sake of spending money. And I kind of want to avoid doing that, so I'm not going to bother with a cargo station. What I have done, though, is I've basically just filled out a lot of space. I've cleaned up the area. I've cleaned up all the mess that I made, and I've just filled out the space. Really, that's it. I've just made this go down to match the highway for a bit, so there's going to be stuff, you know, right against the highway. I've got a bridge going over it. There's just ways to get about. It looks all right, and I can easily get a cargo station in here at some point as well. I can just expand, or I can put it up here, but it'll probably be on its own road somewhere down here. And I think that'll work. I like it. I do. I think it looks pretty decent. So, let's speed things up. And let's get some development going. Those guys briefly didn't have electricity, but there they go. Developing and filling out the area. I think all these different connections to the roundabout might be quite useful. I can see that roundabout getting a lot of use as well, which will be kind of interesting to see, kind of worrying, could cause problems, but I think it'll be okay. I think it should be alright. I'll tell you what I want to do, though. I kind of want to set a little barrier for this industrial zone, and I want it to be about there. So I want to come off of there by about a block, and I want to go off of there by about a block, and then I want to go another block either side, and then disconnect those bits, and I should be able to go up after... Well, let's go one from the highway on either side, and then meet in the middle. There we go. So that can be sort of a barrier for that zone, which is important to have. So we'll have this go another 3 blocks that way, and we'll say another, I guess, 3 blocks that way. And this can be another big commercial, commercial / residential zone, and that should look kind of interesting. It can also have a, we can probably get a way off here. Can I get this to work? Why? Oh, maybe. Hold on. Let's give this a shot. I don't know if I don't actually have the money. I don't think, which means I've just made a terrible mistake. Please, please, please. Can I get it along here at all? Oh, thank you. That is exactly what I want. Okay, I do have the money. I'm going to be cutting it fine with this. But I do have the money, so have you just sort of curve, turn off snapping, have you curve just a little bit that way, and then a little bit that way, then a little bit that way, and a little bit that way. There we go. Then this can go straight over to there, this can go straight over to there, and that can totally link into the new zone when it's ready. There we go, we've got our money sorted. I'm actually kind of happy with that. A lot of people are going to be using this road, which is good. It flows really nicely. That's the thing I like about these junctions that I've downloaded. They all flow really nicely. This one just looks so good. All the traffic's backing up a little bit on the roundabout. There's people parking on the roundabout. Seriously? You're seriously parking on the roundabout? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That just seems so dumb. Get rid of those traffic lights. They are not wanted at all. Let me make sure that... Well, they can't park in that one. I don't think I have any other roundabouts. Can we just acknowledge that I've started a city with, there's 2 roundabouts in it now? I think that's an accomplishment for me. I think that's an accomplishment for me. But I love these junctions. Like, this one flows so well. I know it's a default one, but it flows really well. This one here flows really well. This one looks great. Like, all the junctions are just working so well. The highways are just flowing so... Like, you look at this from above, and it's just moving. There's nothing really backing up. I'm so happy about that. I really am. I want to get some commercial and residential demand in here. I think I might need to leave this running for a little bit to make that happen. Oh, you guys don't have water. Yeah, I'll probably need to leave this running for a little bit just to have all the stuff that we've zoned here today get fleshed out a little bit. But I mean, it's all moving, which is really good. It's all so good. I love this junction as well. This is easily my favorite junction / intersection. I think it's technically called an intersection or whatever it is, or intersection if you want to enunciate properly. But I think this is good. I think this is good for today. There is a little bit of demand for customers down here, which seems a little bit strange since there's a lot of residential around there. But I think we're doing alright. These areas will develop quite slowly because as soon as a little bit of residential demand pops up, it'll go away because we've got so much residential to fill out. Same with commercial as well. Same with industry right now until this area completely fills out. But we're okay with that. That's completely fine. It's just the way the game tends to work. So I think I'm going to leave it there for today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quite happy with the progress we're making here in Nerdingham. I love the idea of this big road going down here through all of these areas. Once again, very similar to this one, just a bit longer. I'm actually kind of happy with my road layouts as well. I know they're not perfect. I know this is such a mess, and I know that it was even worse before. But I like it. I do. I'm quite happy with the idea of all these roads going through the areas. I want to see how that's going to look, towards the end of this city, which is really far off in the distance, but I want to see how it's going to look. Also, something I should mention, I probably should have mentioned at the start of the episode, but I forgot, is in the description, there's a list of all the mods that I'm using. I'll have gone back and updated it on all the previous episodes as well of Nerdingham. People have been asking what this mod is and what this mod is. There is a list in the description with a link to each of them as to what mods I'm using. I was tempted to make a collection, but I can't be bothered, so I'm just going to list every single mod in each episode of Cities. You guys are having problems with garbage. I should probably fix that with a good old incineration plant, which I will put somewhere. We'll put it there. Alright, that should solve those problems. Alright folks, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you kindly for watching. I've been the ConflictNerd, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!